Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Fireside Casts. Tonight we're covering some top advanced actually. We got Goblin Zone versus PEGMODE. Two, I believe, playoffs contenders at the moment. Yep. So yeah, I am joined, of course, by Arcadia. How are you
Hello.
doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm also doing pretty well.
Excellent.
So we're here on Gully Wash. Both teams are ringing some people, and actually, one thing that stuck out to me was I see Alexandros in the server. His name's like Alex Ringdros or something. I'm like, okay, he's going to be ringing for Goblin Zone, his former team. But I was incorrect.
No.
It's going to be the grudge match as Alexandros might have to give the beating to his former team. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I think these are definitely teams with a multitude of invite experience, especially within their ringers. But some notable, I guess we should go through the rosters first.
True. Yeah.
I guess I'll start us off with Goblin Zone. So we've got Deadly Seed and I think Ref Fame ringing in Magma's place.
Yep.
Crazy and Tomato Tom on Soldier, Gaia on Demo, and Stark on Medic.
Yep.
You want to take us through PEGMODE?
Yeah, PEGMODE has Market and Dippity on Scouts, Dakota, Alexandros Soldiers, Stock Demo, and Piniferous on Med. Now, I don't even know which of PEGMODE's players are even ringers, or obviously Alexandros. I don't know if Dippity's on the roster or just ringing. I know Dippity was
subs.
Okay, so some subs. Because, I mean, both rosters have had some changes over the season. Like Goblin Zone, Tom was not playing with them the whole time, and actually joined to be playing with them full time midway through the season. I don't know which week exactly. And then PEGMODE, of course, had a big roster mix up. So when we played them, Dippity was going to be a ringer, and then I think they got Market, and I don't even remember. But yeah, definitely like a team of ringers and subs. But regardless, that being said, like still very talented players.
I mean, especially I would say for the viewers who have been around for more than a few years, like PEGMODE looks like an old ESEA roster for sure. Stock Market is a classic combination.
Yeah, true. Have played advanced playoffs. Invite playoffs would be ambitious. Both teams are readying up here, but yeah, there's been many a Stock Market team. So much so that you would think that their aliases are like made in conjunction to.
Watch out for Tom on this rollout here.
Yeah,
not
true.
Sure if he's gonna go for anything. No.
Will not be going for a fast rollout, but you do see some crazy highlights. Rafame actually early challenging the demo. Actually double bomb in from. Oh, they do get Penny for it. So lose both soldiers for it, and actually in their own choke, Starka dying. Pretty much a huge collapse from Dakota and Dippity.
Yeah, looks like Guy's gonna go down too, maybe?
Yeah, quite weak. Actually re-peaking with 3 HP there. So yeah, Goblin Zone immediately pretty much wiping on mid. Oh, and Gaia actually gets caught there. Alexandros with a pretty valuable trade, all things considered.
Yeah, definitely not having the demo on the setup is pretty frustrating. But no Uber ad for either side.
Oh, and Tom and Crazy are kind of fighting this. At least peeking. And actually the rest of Goblin Zone is here, playing on bats. Meanwhile, PEGMODE trying to get through choke. And actually, Rafame with the body shot does kill Penny. And with that, Goblin Zone with a pick to work with here. And another headshot from Rafame, just proving the value of that ring. Pretty much a wipe here from PEGMODE, just pushing it a 2. Had a lot of challenge against that sniper.
Yeah, super clean. Raf obviously known for the sniper gameplay, so this is definitely a slower map, one that people are kind of angry about being slow and samey.
Just sniper, like that. Oh my god, Raf gets both. Okay, so Rafame is very much just doing a lot for Goblin Zone right now. Killing both forward spawners from Big Door. Gaia's just in last, committed. Okay, does back out when he realizes the scout is there. Okay, 2 of these spawners are up. Uber gets popped from Goblin Zone. Does get a pick. They have 3 to work with right now. Second is about to get captured. They can pressure the last point. They're doing just that. Only 2 up for PEGMODE, and it won't be enough to stop the playing time. I want to say just off the back of Rafam Sniper there.
Yeah.
Goblin Zone just secure around.
Yeah, insta win. I mean, they lost the mid and got basically a free round. Not too much to say, so yeah, fast rollout this time.
Yeah.
Stock is totally...
Stock is well aware, but it doesn't even matter. Tom just getting that pick, and with the immediate demo pick, PEGMODE is probably going to want to just leave, yeah, and they do just that. Wow. Yeah, Tomato Tom, one of the best jumpers in the world, at least a top 10 soldier, so definitely has those rollouts figured out. Crazy dying on top of choke, though. Goblin Zone trying to get through, are kind of unable to now down that soldier. The demo has now rolled out, so it's basically counter-sack pressure right now, although actually technically some ad for PEGMODE, not that they would know.
Yeah, definitely not something they'd look to use here.
Tom might die in big door, just trying to stuff the pressure. Will survive. So with a pick to work with, it's really on Goblin Zone to try and sack here. Dakota spawning in 10 seconds, big window to get decent pressure in while the defending team is down that soldier.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to look to pressure from big door. Yeah, they're just going to sack right in. They get Dippity as a pick. I think they're going to send... Yeah,
they did get the tray.
Yeah,
Raph is
Guy's going to trap the shutter. This is classic. But
Raph gets caught down.
Oh, it's just a big exchange actually right now. Goblin Zone doesn't have to use yet. Nice flashes from Starka.
Yeah, Goblin Zone are down too, so they're going to have to respect some space, probably just trying to hold this choke. Yeah, a lot of action happened through choke there while there was the flank action.
Set up to stop this big door push yet, but they're not going to commit.
Okay, so back to even Ubers now, and actually Deadly Seed dying in big door to some stickies. And PEGMODE just immediately want to pressure big door, bombing a soldier through, getting a scout through. There's still a trap there, and the trap gets the demo. Ooh, but Starka dies. Okay, they lose 3 for the med and a scout. Still pretty valuable for PEGMODE. They really just... Oh, they're actually giving some space here, respecting the commit. And actually, Dippity getting a trade there is pretty valuable, but getting caught is certainly going to lose the second point, although they still have to capture that. We'll see if PEGMODE try to maybe stop this cap re-push.
I don't think they can with the triple projectiles already set up. Oh, okay, they're just going to give it up, actually.
Space, yeah. Yep.
I think
Dakota
if they opted to hold that, they might have been able to, but...
Yeah, potentially. It's tough against the Uber, of course, but
they didn't have
I guess
it yet,
not
but
having heals as well.
Definitely the heals.
Bomb in through big door actually catches the demo, yeah. And Stock is still chasing. This Uber's like ending in choke. This is a little sketchy for, okay, they're able to get out cleanly. They secure the second point for that. This whole time, by the way, Deadly Seed has been on Spy. I have no idea where he's positioned, if he's ready to go for a play or not. Okay, he is behind in the other team's big door. I'm assuming, based on how slow this Spy has been. Oh, and Deadly Seed's wrapping now.
I don't think this is...
This works for sure. There's the medic.
Yeah.
Any more? There's the demo.
He's gonna live. Oh,
okay. Man. One thing I will never understand. When spies get like the super play. Oh, Raph actually dying on point. This is like not as one for Goblin Zone as it should be. They just lose 2. I was gonna say like spies will just cloak and try and live. Oh, Starka unfortunately dying there on 2. And somehow off of a Spy 2K, Goblin Zone is just... They're basically wiping and dropped Uber.
I mean, this is I guess the risk you run with Spy, like especially on your pocket scout, you just lose your main defender of your medic. And they just weren't really set up anymore to deal with just a single soldier bomber.
That's true. But at the same time as well, like there was just so many... They like lost 2 on mid when they really didn't need to.
Yeah, totally.
At that point, like you win any fight you take as long as you take it intelligently and just like ball up with your heals and like what can they do, you know? But they got kind of dragged down in the chaos, and now it's going to be, what is this, 50 ad for PEGMODE, and they have market on Spy as well. Insurance Spy in secret right now, decloaked, disguised as an enemy scout.
I think this could, be a nice pick or a nice distraction.
Early cap pressure, maybe, or going behind. Okay, they are cap pressure.
He's gonna play cap.
Gaia just market unaware that Gaia was in water there. A lot of cap time for Blue to work with. Bombing Soldier on the point. Dippity and Dakota both behind the point. So much cap time, but they end up wiping 2 up for Goblin Zone.
The gun ended up being so good. Like no one took it down, even though it was low.
Stark is going to 2. Starka is leading the cap, which.
It's based. I mean, he knows if he's faster, there's no sniper. It's honestly,
but
that's kind of how I play too.
Alexander's trying to get through, but Deadly drops to the floor and actually gets picked off for that.
Starka's at 96.
Oh, okay, does get Uber in time, but this is not the Uber you want to be using.
No, definitely not.
Crazy might die as well. Oh, just barely lives there. Okay, but they get second. That was like scary though, because now it's not like too much disad, but definitely not how you want to be using the Uber there. Regardless, they're trying to push this into mid. Tom bombing through. Crazy trying to jump up from drop down. Both soldiers need some heals now. Counter pressure from Alexandros in PEGMODE. Rafaim though dying in big door. Oh, but Peniferous dies. They get Goblin Zone gets 2. Those get traded out. And it's just a matter of like who gets these next couple picks. It looks like Stock's going to be next to go down, and that's pretty much going to be the nail in the coffin. Ooh, the flank trap from Gaia gets Dippity. Yeah, with that, mid should be completely free. You just have to worry about hiders. You have to worry about just whatever crazy play someone wants to go for.
Yeah, they'll see both soldiers, so they're going to know it's easy. I'm curious where they're going to take this Uber. They're going to try to not use through choke. Yeah, Blue's all far away, but they've got to respect this big bomb.
Yeah.
And there it is. Oh, survives with 1!
Oh my god.
No way. No way.
And this is so much ad for Goblin Zone. The fact that Starka milked there means that they're going to be able to take this ad until last if they're quick. Only ×2 on the point, so they should be moving. 80% on Peniferous, so this is going to be close. We see Pyro and Gun. They got the full setup going, and Goblin Zone are slowing things down here. It's pretty much evened out. Peniferous does get in time, does use. Gun doesn't go down either. This is almost surely a failed push from Goblin Zone. It's just a matter of how costly it is, and it's looking pretty costly with losing Starka and a Deadly Seed. So down 2, one of those being the heals. Goblin Zone pretty much gonna have to concede 2 here. Maybe they can do some type of backcap play or just chaos. We do see Crazy hiding above Bats. Doesn't get spotted yet. Actually remains unspotted. Gets in on Penny, but unable to secure the rockets. Yeah, and that's the sack pretty much. So with that, Goblin Zone conceding second. About 20 disads still. So if PEGMODE really wanted to play this ad, they could potentially flip-flop mid. Actually, Sniper right now on Rafaim. So maybe a bomb big door could catch Goblin Zone off guard, maybe pick off that Sniper.
This is like a small ad I almost never want to take because it's so risky to get counter popped on in the mid area. You pretty much have no way out. There's no like mitigation strategy. So I think what they're doing is wise. Just play the high ground and chill out.
So now the even Ubers is just going to be completely determined by Rafaim here. Does get spotted by Stock, takes that first shot off. Actually hits a headshot. And actually, Penny is on top of Bats right now.
This is an interesting
hold.
Yeah, but definitely effective against the sniper.
Yeah,
there's literally no shot.
At least he's trying to get behind. This is one of my least favorite holds, by the way, in the entire game as a demo. Is against a sniper and big door. It's like big door is okay against the sniper. Big door is just completely miserable.
Look at Stock is like behind rock. He's hiding so far away.
Yeah, because you have to take that long rotation for the ammo too, which just sucks because you can't go lobby the. It's so awful.
This is an interesting hold just in general from Blue to do like. I'll stand on Bats.
Yeah, it definitely makes choke a lot weaker. And actually, so Deadly Seed did get behind. The behind pressure is not as bad, I think, because you already have heals on Bats to just deny like any river pressure. Yeah. But choke is definitely like much weaker.
Yeah, definitely. I think if Red realizes what they're actually doing, they could have pushed through choke.
That being said, it's been like at least a minute. Nothing's really happened here.
What's the clock now? 4 minutes?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then.
So there's still 2 minutes remaining in this round. And actually, Deadly Seed dying, trying to go behind there, I believe. Maybe there's Choke. Actually, the Choke gets shoved hard. Crazy dies there as well. And now Goblin's out in a really uncomfortable spot. Stuck on a sniper.
Alex
so Ref needs to hit some shots here.
Down. He's gonna get on the sniper immediately, but...
Ooh, Alex almost dies for
forces
that.
them away.
Yeah. Well played there from PEGMODE, just securing that point.
This is the difference between the newcomer and the advanced. This would never happen. Just a clean, nobody uses, they push off a 2-player ad, nobody dies.
Yep. That being said, though, Rafame is able to secure a pick onto Dippity and Big Door. And with that, trying to peek a little deeper, Big Door. Actually, a lot of pressure, Big Door. Dakota getting forced off quite low. Tom tries to clean up the pick, but dies for it. Raf, quite vulnerable, is able to sneak away in Baby Door. Meanwhile, Crazy was dead there. Choke, I believe. So, looks like Dakota trying to get through here. PEGMODE trying to take some space.
Oh,
and Stark actually fell on the floor. Gets forced because of it. Oh no. This is suddenly looking very good for PEGMODE.
Yeah, it gives Red some time because they do have to wait for their 2 soldier spawners. Yeah. So Red has the opportunity to get...
Oh, Tom is in. Trading for the demo.
This is actually very...
Oh, Goblin is fighting this. They are all...
It's definitely the move to fight, for sure. And they get the force.
Okay, so as long as... Oh, they're losing a lot for this, though.
Yeah,
they're losing Starka as well. This is basically a wipe. These last two... Wait a minute. Gaia just got 3. Gaia's all back to last fast enough as well. Raf wins the 1v1.
Dakota?
Yeah, Dakota was really the last one alive. Now it's just stock as a spawner. Somehow...
Chaos.
Yeah. Gaia just absolutely bailing out Goblin Zone there.
Yeah, so... For the untrained eye, Red definitely wants to try to push out there or full defend, and they chose to like full push, but ultimately like having their med get caught was not the move because the Uber is always on the table. But definitely wise of Tom to like try to get a pick on the demo, stall the push. The longer they take, the more time they have to set up, get Uber, etc.
Yeah, and demo pick to work with into mid. Goblin Zone pretty much getting it, you know, with ease, I'd say. So they will get this point. Ubers are going to be roughly even when all is said and done. And this time Raf is not on Sniper, but again to an even Uber stalemate here on mid with Goblin Zone in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Stalemate, gully wash, what's new? On mid and second. Oh, actually, as we say that, here comes the exchange. I like the approach. That's interesting to just pop the exchange. Looks like they're going to try to pressure through choke or something. I'm not doing too much.
Yeah, Gaia moving over to Big Door, but appears to just be trapping it. Wouldn't be too surprised if Goblin Zone just decided they wanted this Uber built before taking any further steps. 3 minutes on the clock, so we'll see what they do once they build this remaining 40%.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, something in my experience of playing against like PEGMODE over time, just the experience they have being able to kind of maneuver through these dry fights usually plays to their strengths, but, or like exchange type scenarios. So if I'm Goblin Zone, I feel like doing the same thing again is not something I really want to try. Okay, they try to go for the sack instead.
Yep. Raf trying to get behind Baby, but it is trapped on the other side. And Dakota dying on the counter sack. Just a little fast Big Door before those Goblin Zone players have rotated out fully. And actually, so much pressure choke. Crazy gets through, as does Deadly Seed, but both die for it. Now with a spawner rolling out, Goblin Zone's down 3 for the moment. Tom actually gets spotted early. Nice pipe from Gaia there, is able to deny Alexandros. Get that pick as well. With that, though, PEGMODE are walking up. They're going to play this effectively like a mid, but Stock had a different idea, bombed on the point and died for it. Exchange comes out on point. More flashes for Red, but down a demo and a soldier. They're going to want to be pretty safe in this post-Uber. And yeah, they will just back out choke.
Well, I mean, still nothing has technically happened yet, but Goblin Zone's going to just send it through Big Door. Definitely not set up for PEGMODE, but Alexandros could have the flank of a century here.
Tom and Crazy are both behind and River. Starkup dies.
is cleaning house right now in Big Door.
Okay,
there's
a lot of...
clean that up,
Both soldiers are double bombing the combo. Crazy gets the med. It's a 2v2 right now. Health worse for Red, although Raph wins the 1v1. And now Alexandros just getting the pack. Hard to say who this fight favors.
Definitely
I mean, obviously like the scout, but one rocket is all you need here. And
I can't see his HP.
Okay, is able to get cleaned up there ultimately with the spawners. 60 seconds left. Nope. Like, a lot of action has happened, but the point has not switched hands.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost caught here in Big Door.
50 seconds for halftime to happen.
Okay, they trade out the pick. Down both scouts, though, for Goblin Zone. Very scary position to be in. We do see Dakota bombing in. No scouts to deny this bomb. Is able to get cleaned up. And we'll see if Goblin Zone tries to make something happen here. Obviously, they'd want to avoid the reset, potentially. Not have to fight for the midpoint that they already own. Looks like Gaia getting through choke here. Double bomb in from Tom and Crazy. Cleans up stock there. There's a crazy 1v or 2v3, I guess. Exchange happens in... excuse me. It's not even an exchange yet, actually.
No, Penny doesn't have
Penny's at 96. Needs someone to heal, but Gaia dies in lobby for it. There's a lot happening right now. So it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. They do cap, so like the clock gets reset. Pretty much full wipe. Tom is a spawner. Looks to be going for a hiding spot, in elbow. So they are going to deny 4 here. Gaia did get a forward spawn. Let's see if Tom gets spotted. Market does not clear it, actually. Dakota will be the one, but Tom does get the timing. And with that, gets the force on mid. Okay. And it's not even ad, because Starka was not building, so we're going to be back to even Ubers here. Dippity, actually fast getting behind, is spotted by Raph, who's going to take the 1v1 as a sniper.
Choke. There's actually a lot of space.
Okay, Dippity does end up dying. But yeah, the space choke created with that play. They lose 2 for it.
Yeah.
And are just going to have to skedaddle. Stock is able to jump out. Okay, but now Goblin Zone should certainly have some ambitions to get mid. Crazy going drop down. Tom getting through choke. Does Alexandros get spotted? Does not. It gets the sniper as a result. Just standing on the barrels below Lamb. And gets behind. Obviously can't like really threaten a back cap with the ×1, but definitely threaten the pinch, which is happening right now. Alexandros through choke. Unable to get any rockets on the med. Starkid just unaware that he's even there is forced, unfortunately. And at this point, Peniferous has Uber.
Yeah, they're gonna try to use back in. Or at least, yeah, they're gonna force him out. Raph going in behind. Wow.
Oh my god.
Crazy stuff. Gets the ball on Dakota and kills the med for the drop.
Yeah, drop. Okay. Let's take stock of things here. So, obviously down a med for PEGMODE, so they should almost certainly have to give up mid here. Goblin Zone are already moving through choke. Alexandros is on sniper in Big Door, and just like that, peeks, gets the body shot, kill onto Starka. We'll see if Goblin Zone can secure this cap. It's looking pretty likely, but pretty much in the flip side. Oh, but this time around, Alexandros gets another nice peek, which, mind you, stopped the cap. But Raph from in behind gets stock. Okay, so pretty much everyone on Goblin Zone is a spawner right now. We got Tom hiding in his own drop down. Does not get spotted by Dippity, who jumps up to point. And Tom might have a nice timing here. Dippity looks like he wants to spot drop, but does not. And Tom is going for the back cap. Okay. Alexandros is trying to peek it from Big Door.
I think they've got...
Stock is trying to stop it. Stock is going to be able to stop it with Dippity in going behind. So back cap play does not work out. In the meantime, pretty much a free second point for...
Oh, Raph is going to go for it behind.
Oh, and almost gets it. That was crazy. Draws back 3.
Still alive on the ground.
Yeah, does end up dying. But honestly, I don't hate that.
That stall is great. No, that stall is great. That literally saved the round.
Because now it's evens on last, yeah. Oh, but Gaia dying, I do hate that.
Yeah.
Really no reason for that to be happening. And that's going to give PEGMODE a massive pressure opportunity. They already have a sniper as well. This is scary.
Yeah, I think most common would be...
Oh,
yeah,
and
nothing
Raph wins
was
the
happening now.
SVS. Both soldiers double bombing into lobby, just trying to 2v1 the guy there. Might be a trade here, or Dakota's going to win the one. Okay, Dakota trades out for both soldiers. There's trades happening all over. Yeah, used to save stock. Raph could totally just get dropped here. Yeah, perfectly happy with that, I think. And now it's going to be ad for Starka, with which Goblin Zone can pretty comfortably push out of last, hopefully. Of course, PEGMODE kind of aggro in lobby, starting to back up now. I mean, they have all their guys alive. They should have plenty of time to set something up here on second. Try and get that force as Goblin Zone pushes out. Only 60 ad remaining.
Yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. The double bomb's coming in. Oh, they get the drop.
Yeah, Alexandros gets Starka and Deadly Seed. And this is looking like it's going to be around for PEGMODE. Especially losing Raph as well. So you know there's no engineer. You know no one on last is buffed. Yeah, I mean it should be pretty textbook here. Alexander's just getting through actually without Uber even being used. Actually, no Uber yet. Okay, yeah. The fact that Penny didn't have an Uber yet gave Goblin Zone a little hope, but I mean, how much is there really? Gaia does go down. They have a Pudis. Pudis does drop to point, but it's just not going to be enough. We're looking at a 1-1 game with 6.5 minutes left until we get into that Banny overtime.
Indeed. Honestly, okay, now that we have an opportunity to talk about the Banny overtime, I actually like it in terms of on a map like Gully Wash, just being over in 30 minutes plus whatever else is way better than playing 2 full 30-minute
halves. No parking the bus. Games are shorter. I think it's like strictly an upgrade outside of... I like a Koth halftime, but it's just me. Tom is up behind drop down. Yeah, and...
I'm not going to get a ton. Meanwhile...
Actually unable to connect really any rockets. Does get one on Penny. Yeah, 2 soldiers for 2 soldiers. Penny's health is kind of worse here.
On point.
Let's see. It's just a matter of focus fire and Market actually first to get focused down. That's the power of 2 scouts shooting at the same thing. And with that, yeah, PEGMODE just going to leave entirely.
I like this aggro play. They might be able to catch these soldier spawners. Guy was a little slow. If he had the sticky setup already, that could have been the crunch.
Oh, they lose 2 scouts. They get one of those scouts as a trade.
Yeah, so I think Crazy got a pick at choke.
Yeah, but still going to be extremely vulnerable to any soldier bombs. Dakota through drop down unspotted. Yeah, is going to get clean in on the Starka. Gets the force as well. We'll see if they can clean up. Alexandros will be dying here any second now, but PEGMODE already moving through choke. Just trying to focus down Crazy, who might be caught, is able to sneak away.
Yeah, watch the traps on point.
Yeah, true. Those are still being held.
And someone's behind. Who is behind here?
Oh, Guy's actually spawning this. Deadly Seed's behind right now, taking a 1v1 with Dakota, it seems. And actually, wait, that's drawing everyone back.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and Penny gets forced in choke. The Tom bomb. And Deadly Seed wins his 1v1 behind. Okay, Crazy does die as well, so they trade 2 for 2, but one of those is a demo. And Deadly Seed was still behind. Okay, does go down. Oh, but this time it might be Dippity's turn. Nah, he's just going to be peeking Big Door. It's going to be ad for Starka. Oh, maybe not for long. Alexandros bombing in is able to just fire so many rockets, and that will be all for Starka's life here. Gaia getting cleaned up as well. The collapse is happening from Big Door. It's really up to Raph under point. Will get cleaned up.
Yeah, that was nice patience. I mean, lots of chaos, but ultimately I think both sides are playing this relatively calculated.
Okay, so we're looking at
good
ad for PEGMODE here.
But they don't have quite yet, so Goblin Zone choking up a bit, but they're gonna back.
Yeah, they were chilling in river. Okay, gun is being constructed.
I don't think it's gonna be level 3 in time if they go quickly.
Also, no traps on point. That very much concerns me on Gully Wash.
Yeah, here comes the river. They're gonna pop right through.
Uber gets popped through. Stock gets juggled by the trap, but they get the gun. Stock actually not ending top right, although the remainder of the Uber does. Stock does get cleaned up, so down a demo. The Pudis is here to clean up. Alexander's on the point, but with a fully buffed Pudis revved here. Actually chasing the 1v1.
Ring around the Rosie.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe?
That favored... Oh my god. Yeah, no, that fight absolutely favors the soldier.
And
okay,
and Starka
has to use on point.
Oh, Crazy almost got dropped.
Barely able to flash Crazy in time. Okay, the spawners are here in time, so it will be a hold. It's going to be even Ubers, though, for Goblin Zone. But yeah, taking that fight behind the point, like, you get to... There was a really popular Cadus frag where he, like, juked the shit out of a heavy behind point on Gully Wash, I believe, from forever ago.
Yeah,
because, like, you can just play those angles, play that splash damage. Goblin Zone are trying to push out, though, and immediately Alexandros...
Completely uncontested, but no...
Dakota's back cap.
Oh, yeah.
So Alexandros killed Stark on bats, and Dakota killed Gaia in lobby. So if either of those happened, it's already, like, a terrible situation for Goblin Zone, and then just the back cap. So kind of, I mean, looking back, like, what did Goblin Zone have to push off of? Not much. It was kind of even players, even Ubers, but you know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. See really aggression from Raph and Crazy actually under point. Tom's about to go up drop down. Is spotted. Actually, Tippity goes all the way behind to clean up Tom, but in the front lines, Crazy gets Penny. Alexander's... This is pretty much a wipe here, actually, for PEGMODE. I want to highlight that what PEGMODE scouts did that mid was Market sat in elbow, staring at drop down, and Dippity went left out his own big door to wrap his own choke to wrap the soldier drop down. So they did get Tom and drop, but it kind of made for a free bomb for Crazy.
Yeah. I think that's... I mean... Tom is so deadly on this map. He could just be anywhere and such a distraction. If they don't pay attention to him, he can do a lot. If they pay too much, like, allows the team to do so much. It's difficult.
Okay, so still 30 after Goblin Zone. Gaia actually getting air shot there. Will get juggled a little bit. Gun does go down. They get this top right positioning, but no picks. So definitely playable for PEGMODE. Dakota's actually wreaking havoc here top right. There's so much cap time. Raph is just able to cap straight up.
Yeah, when they're in spawn, that's what I always try to teach to newcomer players. If they're locked in spawn, you can just play cap. It's Gully Wash. Cap's in a millisecond.
Yeah, there was a few things at play there, because I think... I didn't spot if there were traps. I'm assuming there were, that Raph just did a good job of clearing. But Penny was at 98, so I think they were trying to slow play for the Uber and not just, like, send soldiers, but ended up fighting them in the end.
So we've got
double bomb for PEGMODE. Tom is drawing so many eyes drop down. It's kind of unreal.
Now they're ignoring him, so he's going to be able to walk choke for free.
You do have Dakota bombing up, unable to secure another rocket onto Starka, who does survive, barely. Oh, but yeah, Alexander is able to clean up on that. Looking kind of bad for Goblin Zone. Yeah, losing Crazy as well. Back in choke. Raph, I'm gonna get chipped down here.
So Deadly Seed behind in their choke, but otherwise this is really bad for...
Deadly Seed's in now, but against two scouts, just melted. And we have Gaia doing, that's a very Gaia play, but gets the pick and is surviving, so...
That's what you need at this point, is just a stall, but the full Uber is going to be very difficult to overcome here.
Yeah, no sentry gun on last. Raph is going for a hero peek here in river, but Dakota's already deep river. Okay, does identify and does back out, but there's not going to be a gun here on last, and Goblin, or excuse me, PEGMODE are already in a position to be taking this Uber. Yep. Okay, Uber gets popped. They do get the gun. Market immediately on point. Draws both soldiers in. The Pudis is in extremely deep. Does go down. So much cap time though, and that times 3 just in the blink of an eye. Wow. Closely fought match.
Yeah, well played on both sides. Honestly surprised about the outcome. It just came down to one mid at the very end, basically.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's Gully for you.
Yeah,
a very mid to lastable map for sure.
Definitely. That was fun. I mean, we didn't get to talk about too much. A very short cast for us.
Yeah, there was a lot of action for sure. Left very little downtime. So we do have some logs here.
We should name an MVP, I think.
Yeah.
Of course.
Based on what I saw, honestly, my MVP is Alexandros.
I was gonna even before seeing the stats, I was gonna say that too. Just multiple drops throughout the game.
Yeah.
Just really nice plays throughout.
You seem to always have good timings, always get good value.
Dominant.
Yeah, maybe the Goblins were playing with him before because he was their kryptonite. But
he knows all the plays.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, we do have some logs here. I don't know what stands out to me in particular. One thing actually, I mean, there's a lot of people dying on on both teams.
Yeah.
It's not too uncommon. So the one that stuck out to me was Stock actually, because it's not uncommon to have like really low death gully wash games as a demo.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't know, it feels kind of straightforward to keep yourself pretty safe in a lot of situations. But given that match was just so much like chaos, Goblin Zone, just like selling out a ton of players, not super surprising.
Yeah.
And Alexander's actually did super show up in the logs, top fragging the server, top damaging the server. What about health packs? Yeah, top health packing the server as well. So just diff on all accounts.
Yeah, I think definitely just looks like a very apparent soldier diff. I think Tom and Crazy definitely had to sacrifice their game to make Stock's game poor, which I honestly think is a good strategic choice because Stock is very good, but it gave Alexandros had a lot of free reign and got to do a lot of dirty, unspeakable things to their medic.
One thing I was noticing Goblin Zone soldiers doing, which was strange, and I don't mean that in like a strictly bad way, like stop doing it, but it just stuck out to me because they were doing the same thing a lot of the time. Like a lot of instances where, for example, off of last, they would be the one taking a 2v1 in lobby, where you'd expect that to be like a soldier scout. Or I think for every time they were pushing through choke, it was a soldier getting through choke and a soldier getting through drop down rather than roamer clearing flank with the flank scout.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just remembering that lost 2v1. It's very sad.
That was very. I mean, that's like a situation in which you would love to have a scout, but I suppose on last your scouts are kind of tied up in off classes.
Definitely.
Fortunately, but yeah, I don't know.
Should we call it here? Give our shout outs?
I can't think of anything